Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Guess what song we're doing today? It's Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Hey, welcome back to Ukulele Sunday, and we are preparing ourselves for that wonderful, glorious day when we will fill the sanctuary with beautiful ukuleles. Now, this is our third installment. If you want to go and see our old lessons, just remember you can always go to Facebook and go to Ukulele Sunday with Pastor Mike, and all of our lessons will be right there for you to watch. So, there's a couple of new skills I want us to learn today for this song. It's time to add to our strum arsenal, and so we're going to do a brush. I don't know if that's a technical word for it, but it's kind of like brushing your paint on the wall, you know. And I want you to choke your strings. Just hold your fingers over your strings. This will be a really easy thing to do. And then just take your strumming hand and go down and up and down and up, like you're brushing, like this. Now, it's a really nice sound, as you notice, and I'm going to ask you to add to it, and you might have heard me already doing it just out of instinct. So just down and up. And then we're going to put a little spice, a little accent on the 2 beat and the 4 beat. So it'll sound like this. Gives it a little swing too. So it's just down and up, but you're going to a little spice on 2 and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2. And you feel like you're ready to go to New Orleans, right? Okay, so we need to do some chords here too. We've kept with our usual chords so far, our G chord and our D chord and our C chord, but we're adding a couple of new ones. Once again, you're going to need your G. That's that wonderful little triangle that we make. You're going to need your D. That's these 3 strings, 4, 3, 2, on the 2nd fret, all held down. 4, 3, 2, all held down. No cheating with that thumb. Get that thumb out of there. Okay, you're also going to do the D7. The D7 is that lovely variation of the D chord where all you do is you lift up your middle finger. Okay? You get a magic change in the sound. It goes from to. Very cool. Okay? Now we're going to add something called a G7 chord. Now, remember our G chord is that lovely triangle. Well, a G chord is very fun because it turns that triangle around. So it's like you're going to take the middle string in the chord, okay, the 4-3-2 string that's on the 3rd fret, and you're going to put it down on the 1st fret. So you're going to actually turn your triangle around, and it kind of works like that, okay? So you have to learn to pick this chord up. It's a little bit tricky. You're going to turn it around. Your index finger is going to move from your 3rd string to the 2nd, and it's going to hold that 3rd string down on the 1st fret, and then these 2 fingers are going to come up and take over your middle finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, your 3rd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. It's easier to see in the picture, but it's a good thing to practice going from G to G7. Because that's what's going to happen in a lot of songs. You're going to go from a G chord to a 7th chord on the G7. So, it's a little more complicated than going from D to D7 where you just have to pick up that middle finger. Okay, so we've learned G and D and D7 and G7. This is the C chord that we're all used to, and remember, use that pinky. And that's going to be very advantageous to use in this song because you're going to play a chord called A7. And A7 is just 1 string the second string on the first fret held down with your index finger, okay? And if you do it C to A7, you're going from your pinky to your index finger, and it works really well. And that happens in this song. So, let's give it a try. Now, once again, practice your chords with a strum. You know, start practicing that strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a chord down. This is my G chord. That's my D chord. My D7 chord. Go back to my G chord, because it sounds nice, you know. But I can go to C chord, and then I can practice my A7 chord. Doesn't sound nice, but it doesn't matter, it's still right. It'll sound nice in the song, you'll be surprised. So, get that strum pattern down. That's something you're just gonna have to repeat and repeat, and then practice changing your chords, and it's gonna come together, you'll see. Okay, so let's try the song. Now remember, we're using a brush stroke, just back and forth. And we're going to accent 2 and 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Definitely a strum you can walk down the street to, right? You feel it in your body. Yeah. Alright, so we'll play a little introduction. A G to a G, a G to a D, to a G to a D, and then we'll start singing. And if you didn't get music, just contact me. I'll make sure you get some music. Okay? So I'll try not to go too fast. I like the song, so I tend to go fast. So 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 1. I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Through this world of toils and snares, if I falter, Lord, who cares? Who with me my burden shares? None but thee, dear Lord, none but thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. When my feeble life is o'er, time for me will be no more. Guide me gently, safely, oh, to thy kingdom shore, to thy shore. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Now, I probably did a few things in that song that weren't fair. I probably changed my strum pattern a little bit, because when you're somebody who plays the ukulele and guitar a lot, you tend to do that without thinking sometimes. But it's all that brush with the 2 and the 4. The other thing I might have done a few times is change to the 7th chord a few times early. That's fine. If you do that, it won't hurt a thing. If you're going from a G to a G7 and a G7's coming up, 90% of the time it's still going to sound good. So that's just a closer walk with thee on ukulele. Oh, almost forgot a fun song. Okay, so this will still utilize that brush stroke with the 2 and 4. Okay, and it's a really old camp meeting kind of song. It's called Do Lord. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me, oh glory. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond the blue horizon, I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Way beyond the blue horizon. Okay, it's a fun song, but it's really not a fun song until you play it as fast as you can possibly play it. And so I know my strum pattern will probably disintegrate as I do this, but let's give it a try. Way beyond the blue horizon, I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Oh yes, I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Way beyond the blue horizon. Do Lord, oh do remember me, oh glory. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Way beyond the blue. My fingers are starting to hurt. No, they're not really. I got home in glory land that outshines the sun. We'll see ya. I got home in glory land that outshines the sun. Oh, I got a home in glory land that outshines